Sports Medicine is the most trusted of its kind in Northeast Indiana. That's because of the benefits our services provide you. We serve every level of athlete with our sports nutritionists, the expert physicians at O&E, the area's only specialized athletic rehab, and the region's industry leader in sports performance, AWP. The roster coordinates your care in state-of-the-art facilities conveniently located in your community. To start your journey, visit us at parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
Welcome Indiana High School basketball fans. Game number 11, number 5 of the day. This is the boys' version of the 2016 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. Brought to you by Athletic Director Gary Raber and the Summit Athletic Conference. Just seconds away from tip. This is the number 2 seeded Homestead Spartans against the number 7 seeded Wayne Generals. Wayne did get to the second round after defeating the 10th seed Concordia Cadets 68-56 in game number 4. That was the 4 p.m. game yesterday afternoon. So for now, let's send you down to the PA announcer for the starting lineups of this contest. There's your starting lineups, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com is live from Wayne High School 2016 Parkview Sports Medicine Summit Athletic Conference. Game number 11, just seconds away. Starting lineup for Wayne High School: Craig Young, Darian Causey, Anthony Phillips, Demaria Dial, and Shaquan Sanders. For Homestead: Jack Ferguson, Brandon Durnell, Parker Mangus, Sam Buck, and the freshman Jake Archbold. We do play 4 8-minute quarters here in the state of Indiana. No shot clock will be provided, to the chagrin of this broadcaster, as we get started with Jack Ferguson, the viral sensation from a year ago. Go ahead and Google Mr. Ferguson. Tip away. Wayne, of course, in the powder blue uniforms. Homestead in the white. Knocked out of bounds once again. Of course, Homestead led by head coach Chris Johnson. my opinion, the best coach in the state of Indiana in his 18th year of the school is 275 and 128. Archbold on the miss. Young's a talented, gifted player. He's a sophomore jumper blocked by Durnell. Man-to-man defense for head coach Chris Johnson and his Spartans. Of course, Wayne led by seventh-year man, 56 and 80 in his career here at Wayne. Aaron Rear up top, Dial. They'll look to reset. Phillips down low to Young. Young with Durnell on him. Good power move. Got his own board, but knocked away and will stay with Wayne. That's the matchup down low right now to look forward to. Brandon Durnell and Craig Young. Inbound, looks for Dial, being guarded by Archbold. Here's Young, great size and skill for a sophomore, Anthony Phillips. Causey had an outstanding game yesterday in the win. Parker Mangus can't corral it, out of bounds. Will stay with Wayne. But Causey had an outstanding game against Concordia yesterday afternoon. We're still tied up at 0, 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Game number 11 of this holiday tournament. Good block by Buck. Young got it back. Young turnaround jumper, spun out. Ferguson can't hold. Mangus comes down with. Here's Mangus. That was Durnell on that last rebound. Mangus keeps the dribble alive. Cut off by Causey, now out to Ferguson. Double team comes. Beautiful dribble out of traffic. Sam Buck, he can knock that down. What a block by the outstanding athlete Shaquan Sanders. Now Mangus to Ferguson. Coach Chris Johnson wants to call an offensive set here with 6 minutes to go in the first. Still no score on the board. And out of bounds, we will stay with Homestead. Head coach Chris Johnson wants a timeout, screaming it from the rafters, not happy with the execution on the offensive sets and the inbounds plays. You can see the frustration. Timeout called by Homestead. So 0-0 your score, 30-second timeout. Slow start to this contest, which you expect. This is Homestead's first game of this tourney. They did get the bye as the 2 seed. Out of the timeout, all 10 starters still in the game here. Just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Parker Mangus, Brandon Durnell. Now Ferguson. I think they want Durnell down low on Young. Now he's gonna come out and screen on Ferguson's man. He rises up on 3. Young went under the screen and that cost him. Homestead drops in the triple. Does Jack Ferguson. Ferguson, the talented point guard for head coach Chris Johnson, averages 18 points a game and nearly 5 boards. Young. Man-to-man defense. Young's just gonna pull up, no good. Skied for the board, did Causey over Mangus, out of bounds. Off Wayne though, we'll go to Homestead. 5:15 left in this first quarter. 3-point lead for the Spartans. Archibald into Ferguson, and the pressure will back out for Wayne. Here's a handoff to Mangus. Now a little weave action up top. They want to look down low to Mangus or Ferguson up top. They do. Durnell blocked by Sanders. Wanted to foul, no call. Causey, good bounce pass. Double teamed, and Durnell stood strong. Knocked the ball away. Numbers for Homestead. Ferguson, nice look to Archbold. Archbold's not going to force it. Back to Parker Mangus. 4.5 minutes left. Screen and roll. Couldn't find Durnell though. Buck. Back top to Mangus. Ferguson for 3. Can't get it. Rebounded by Causey. Has Young out with him. Takes it on Mangus, and the scoop lay-in with the right hand. Nice play by Darian Causey. First bucket for Wayne, and he will head to the line for the three-point opportunity.
His first, team is first. At the line shooting one free throw, Darian Causey.
Causey. Missed on that, rebound by Archbold. 3-2 your score. Ferguson gets a screen from Durnell, pop out, and the three ball from the wing. Gets the roll. Durnell averages 16 a game. Mark that one up as a three. 6-2 your score. Sanders on the wing, being guarded by Buck. Far side Causey. A little stagnant here as they reset. Coach Rear yells it out. Causey. Up top, Phillips. Young. Wayne's gonna have to cut a lot harder against this Homestead defense. They want to get open. Ferguson with the board. And the foul, I believe, on Sanders. That will be his first, the team's first. 6-2 your score, 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
That foul was on Shaquan Sanders. His first, team's first.
So still all 5 starters, 10 starters on the floor for both squads here. Mangus will bring it up on Causey. Up by 4. Durnell, they swing it, Archibald. Back cut by Ferguson. Kick back to Durnell, Mangus. Unselfish play by Homestead. Ferguson with the board. Down low to Durnell. Has Sanders on him. Goes baseline, spun into the double team. Coach Rear wanted to travel. Ferguson knocks down another triple. Jack Ferguson now with 6 points. Averages 18, leads his squad, followed by Durnell and Mangus, both at 16. That's a dynamic trio, and Buck, I believe, will get hit with the personal. That's Buck's first. That's a 2-shot foul. 2:48 on the clock. Craig Young to the line. Young averages nearly 15 a game and 8 boards. Back rim on the first. Young, 41% from the charity stripe on the season, 0 for 1 there. Craig Young, outstanding receiver. Out on the gridiron, missed both of those, and you can't leave these against the Homestead Spartan Club. They can straight out shut you down. You got to get the free ones when you can. There's that weave. Mangus, Ferguson. We love to run back cuts off that. Durnell now comes, screen and roll. 18-foot jumper, short, rebounded by Sanders. Outlet to Young. Has Dial with him. And the Euro step, Young. Nice move for Craig Young. Gets his first bucket. 9-4, 2:15 on the clock. Phillips on Ferguson. They went Archbold. Good gamble by Dial, knocked it out. We'll stay with Homestead. Coach Johnson yelling out his instructions. Got to move towards the pass. You can't wait for it. Same principles as a wide receiver out on the gridiron. Mangus. And stepped out of bounds, or stepped inbounds, I shall say, on that sideline. Turnover for Homestead. Another one. 2:07 left in this first quarter. 9-4, Wayne down here to Homestead. Grant Raber's gonna head to the scorer's table to check in for head coach Chris Johnson. Young at the charity stripe, right elbow, face up on Durnell. Pull up, got it. 14-foot jumper, nothing but net for Craig Young, now with 4 points. 1:48 left on this first quarter, 9-6 your score. Ferguson, Durnell, right elbow, faces up on Young. Good hesitation, nothing Young could do there. Brandon Durnell with a good take and finish, now with 5 points. And Archibald will get hit with the foul.
That foul was on Jake Archibald.
That is the team's third. His first. Grant Raber checks in. Outstanding punt returner out on the gridiron for head coach Chad Zolman. There's Causey. Young. Nice flash to the post. Turn around, right-handed jump hook, and got it. Greg Young, so skilled. Just scratching the surface on his ability. The sophomore puts it in, pulls within 3, 112 left. Darnell left wide open. You can't leave him. Bailed out on that one on the miss. And Archibald with another foul. Logan Pauly will check in for Jake Archibald. Archibald, the freshman, will sit. Backup quarterback out on the gridiron for Zolman. Head coach Chad Zolman, he's an outstanding prospect out there on the football field. Is number 22, Jake Archibald for Homestead. 11-8, under 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Sanders with a good take. Can't get it to go. Ferguson with the board. Crossover. Phillips stays with him. Hangs in the air. Finishes. Jack Ferguson, so strong. Hung in the air. Took the hit and finished. Heads to the line for the three-point opportunity. Ferguson now with 8 points. That is the fourth team foul. Check it second on the general. Ferguson misses on the three-point chance. 5-point edge for Sparty. Causey, Phillips. Wants to clear it out for Young. Down low on Darnell. They got to go up top with Causey. Now Dial down low to Sanders. Parker Mangus on him. Back up top, Young. Young, great triple threat jab step into the jumper. Craig Young is feeling it here in this first quarter. 17 on the clock, 13-10. Craig Young with 8 of the 10 for the Generals. 10 on the clock. Ferguson knocked away. Mangus, Logan Pauly, 5 on the clock. Takes the bump. Good strong take by Logan Pauly. Gets the contact. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 with the clock stopped at 3.4 seconds left. Causey with the foul. His first, team's third. Logan Pauly. Knocks down the first for his bucket. 14-10. That one spun out, rebounded by Raber. Can't put it back up. Grant Raber with a good board, just couldn't get the putback. So at the end of one, your score, the Homestead Spartans up 14-10 over these host Wayne Generals. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com bringing you this live broadcast from Wayne High School. Good crowd on hand in the second round of this 2016 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. 6 games yesterday, 6 today, 4 tomorrow, and the 2 championship games on Thursday, with the girls at 4 and the boys at 8:15. Homestead, the Lady Spartans, the obvious favorite, put a hurting on the Lure squad here to move on to the semifinals. They will take on the Snyder Lady Panthers. That's a 1 seed and the 5 seed, 3 p.m. tomorrow. That's our first game. Other semifinal matchup set is the number 1 seeded Northside Legends and the number 5 seeded Bishop Lures Knights. That will be the 6:30 p.m. game tomorrow night. And the travel from Deontay Causey. the 6'2 sophomore. 14-10. Wayne starts that first possession of this second quarter with a turnover. Up top, Durnell. They swing it to Ferguson. Rubs a screen from Durnell. And a carry call. Turnover on Ferguson. We'll go back here to Wayne. As we are a whistle. Referee wants Craig Young to tighten up his tucked in shirt. Not tight enough, I guess. As Young will do a little self-maintenance. 7.5 left in the second quarter. Causey down low. Craig Young faces up on Durnell. Good spin move, knocked away. May have caught one in the face. Ferguson, hesitation dribble. He's got great handle, does Jack Ferguson. 7:18 on the clock, 14-10. Foul on Wayne and Demaria Dial. Team's fourth. That is Dial's first foul. Had Mangus open on that cut. Ferguson, baseline dribble drive, got the contact and finished. No foul call, but got the contact and the bucket, 7:08. And then a cheap foul call down low off the ball on Brandon Durnell. That's the 5th team foul. His first. 16-10. Checking in for the first time is number 20, Darius Alexander, a big defensive end on the football field. He's a big fella, the sophomore, offered by Michigan State. There he is. Nope. Causey can't get the putback. Ferguson comes down with it. Size advantage right now for Wayne. Durnell, good ball movement. Raber, they want Durnell down low. Back, Raber just lost the handle, loose ball. Durnell comes up with it. Baseline, can't get it to go. Got his own board, put back, no good. And it came down to Phillips. No numbers for Wayne. Good keep up, here's Dial. Phillips. Causey, now down to Causey. Deontay Causey, good knock away by Mangus. 2-on-1 break. Ferguson with the right hand and finishes. Awkward lay-in with the right, but it works. 6:18 left in the half. 18-10 lead, the biggest for Sparty. Causey being held in check early in this contest, only 2 points. Now we'll head to the line. Foul on Raber. Causey will shoot 2. Front rim, no good for Causey. Checking back in is Buck for Homestead and Sanders for Wayne. Out, Logan Pauly. And Craig Young. And Causey can't get that one. 0 for 2 on that trip. Mangus with another board. Parker Mangus up top. Ferguson left alone for the wing. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Durnell. Buck went high for the board. Phillips came up late, and he'll pick up the foul. Anthony Phillips, his first, team's 4th. Alexander checks out, Young back in. 18-10, 5:49 left in the half. Ferguson rubs the screen off Durnell. Up top, Mangus. Raber. Mangus had the cut, was wide open. Raber missed him, and the travel came to a stop. Dragged the pivot foot. Travel called. Turnover on Homestead. We'll go back Wayne's way. 5:38 on the clock. 8-point lead for Homestead. Anthony Phillips. Dial wide open, top of the key. That was a great recovery from Raber, but not enough. 18-13. the triple from Dial. Durnell into the paint, kicks it to Buck. Buck for three. Can't get it to go. Raber, good battle. Young comes down with it, takes a hit, but keeps going. Another board for Young. Phillips, secondary break, leaves it to Causey. No good. Sanders skies for the board. Raber knocked it away and left it to Mangus. Under 5 minutes. Young went for the steal. Now Durnell. Skip pass Ferguson. Mangus. Raber wants Durnell down low. Has Sanders on him. Right-handed jump hook. And an offensive foul. A hook called on Parker Mangus. That's Durnell's second. 18-13 your score. Logan Pauly checks in for Grant Raber. Phillips up top, Young. Durnell playing with two. Dial with the take. Good swipe down by Logan Pauly. Trap in the corner is Ferguson. That should be a travel. It is. Switch pivot feet. Good pressure off that loose ball. The trap. That was not designed. That was just out of instinct by those two Wayne players. Nice job defensively. 18-13, 4:20 left in this first half. Anthony Phillips. Wide open three. Causey can't get the roll. Ferguson with another board. I have him for 4 unofficially here in the first half. Nice hesitation dribble between the legs. Just freezes the defense with that hesitation. And a head check foul. That is a 16th foul on Wayne, the second on Dial. 4:05 on the clock. Good curl by Mangus, left-handed floater. Nice inbound play for Homestead as Mangus picks up his first bucket that comes in the second quarter. Causey has Sanders low with Buck guarding. Screen and pop. Young wants Sanders down low. Phillips switches with Young. Young, and a foul on Durnell. That will be his third, I do believe. Nope. They got that on Ferguson. Ferguson's first. That is the 18th foul on Homestead. 20-13 your score. Thought they were going to clip that on Durnell. Lucky break here for head coach Chris Johnson. As that one spins in for Young. Down by 6 now. Young with 9 points. Averages 15 a game. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Logan Pauly. Here's Parker Mangus. Mangus about lost it. Being guarded by Sanders. Lazy on that pass, stolen by Phillips. And the lay-in by Anthony Phillips. His first score. 4-point edge now for Sparty. 3:15 remaining. Near side, Durnell. Mangus, 3-ball, got it! Parker Mangus, it's only gonna be a matter of time. Mangus now with 5, his first triple of the game. Young, good take, and does get the roll. Craig Young, outstanding player, 3rd point of the second quarter, now has 11. We're under 3 minutes. Weave action up top. They find Ferguson on that curl. Pull up from 12, no good. Durnell with the board, put back, can't get it. And luckily didn't get called for that over the back. Phillips pops out to Young. Young, top of the key, 3! Craig Young feeling it. 14 of his squad's 21 points within 2:15 to go in the half. Ferguson trying to answer, can't get it to go. Comes down, Causey. Chance to take a lead with the 3 or tie it with the 2. Dribble drive, pull up by Dial. Foul on the floor. Foul was on Sam Buck. That's the team's 9th, his 2nd. Grant Raber checks back in. Brandon Durnell will sit with 2:01 left in the half with 2 personals. Coach Chris Johnson. Such an outstanding coach here in the state of Indiana. Picked up his 275th win of the year, or of his career this year, as the Generals pull within 1 on the front end, hit by Dial. Dial with the second opportunity, has 4, make it 5, nothing but net. Tied up at 23 apiece. First tie since 0-0. Official meeting here at midcourt. Not sure what they're discussing here. Now they want the third official to come in here and talk about it as well. They keep looking at the clock. 2:01 shows here in the second quarter. We're tied up at 23 apiece. But tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Under 2 minutes left in this first half. Pauly, Mangus, Ferguson, Buck, and Raber, your 5-4 Homestead. Phillips. Miscommunication and the steal from Rhodes. Being guarded by Buck. Causey, down low. Good pump fake and put up, can't get it to go, but Young with the follow. That's number 4, Damon Marlowe's checked in for Wayne. Missed that shot, but Young there to clean it up. 25-23, Wayne's first lead of the game. Good kick out, Logan Pauly, can't get it to go. What a board. Andrew Rhodes, look, they're gonna get a jump ball called. We'll stay with Homestead. Or do they get a foul? Yep, we got a foul on Grant Raber. 10th team foul, double bonus here for Andrew Rhodes. Andrew Rhodes yet to shoot a foul shot on the season. Back rim, no good. 25-23, 120 left in this first half.
Number 12,
Does hit the second. (26-23). Up top, Buck. 105 on the clock. Homestead down by 3. Ferguson short on that 3. What a rebound, but lost the handle, still loose. Buck comes up with it. And the foul and 1. Sam Buck somehow got it up and over the defense. Got it to go and 1. Sam Buck to the line to try to convert. Anya Ezekudu. Easy for me to say. Checked in, number 12 for Homestead. Buck does convert, ties it up at 26 all. .47 on the clock. Young at the high post. Smaller Raber on him. And the put in. Craig Young came to play today, ladies and gentlemen. Now with 18 points, already best his season average here in the first half, 28-26. And a off-the-ball foul called against Homestead. Ezekudu on the foul, 27.2 seconds. Wayne up by 2 over the Homestead Spartans. 25 seconds on the clock. Up top, Marlowe. And give it away to Ferguson, 10 on the clock. Ferguson's gonna take it all the way in, gets hit, no foul. Hand came right down on the arm of Ferguson, no call. That is shocking after everything we've seen called here today. That one not, 3 on the clock. At the buzzer, no good. So we go into the break, and head coach Chris Johnson wants to go talk to the officials right away. Still chirping at him as he heads to the locker room. Down by 2. 28-26 is your score at halftime. We'll take a short break and join you as we get closer here to the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com is live from Wayne High School, the site of the 2016 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Basketball Tournament. 6 games yesterday, 6 today, 4 tomorrow, and both the finals will be Thursday. The girls at 4 and the boys at 8:15. 2 semifinals are locked, one on the girls' side and one on the boys. Here in the girls, the number 1 seed Homestead Lady Spartans will take on the number 5 seed, the Snyder Lady Panthers. That will be the 3 p.m. game semifinal, the first of 2 of those semifinal matchups in the girls' side of things. For the boys, locked up for the 6:30 semifinal tomorrow is the number 1 seeded Northside Legends and the number 5 Bishop Lures Knights. That'll be the 6:30 p.m. game tomorrow. 6:30 p.m. game tomorrow. The nightcap tomorrow at 8:15 will be the number 3 Snyder Panthers against the winner of this contest right here between Homestead and Wayne. The story of that first half, of course, the offensive explosiveness of Craig Young. Dropped 18 on the Sparty defense. Has his squad up by 2 points as we get started with the second half. SummitCitySports.com is live. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Jeff Mahoney on the camera, Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Homestead will start with possession in this second half. The 5-4 Homestead, Ferguson, Archbold, Buck, Mangus, and Durnell. For Wayne, Young, Sanders, Anthony Phillips, Causey, and Dial. 2 more quarters of action left in this contest to move on to play the number 3 seed, the Snyder Panthers. Goes opposite of Durnell's screen, double K. Young trying to force him. Skip pass, Archbold, and the travel. Homestead starts their first possession of the second half with the turnover. Back Wayne's ball, looking to push this 2-point edge. Sanders grip back cut and the finish. Dial with the back cut and the lay-in. First points of the second half, now with 7 points for Dial. Mangus, Durnell being guarded by Young. Little dribble handoff now, Durnell in the post. Backs in on Young, left-handed jump hook, good. Durnell now with 7, playing with 2 fouls. Tied up, 30-28 is your score. Wayne still with that 2-point edge. Up top, Causey. He'll leave it to Dial. Coach Rear calling out the instructions from the sideline. Phillips. Once Young down low, instead goes top to Dial, right through his hands. Archbold, the freshman, picks it up. 1-on-3, double clutch lay-in. Ties it up at 30. The freshman drops in his first bucket. Tied up at 30. 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Phillips. Once Young down low. Sanders. Blocked. Partially blocked by Buck. Mangus with the board. I have that down for 6 unofficially. Mangus, Ferguson. Up top, Durnell. They swing it to Archibald. Parker, Mangus, Ferguson. I'd like to see him post for sure on the smaller Phillips. Inbound right here on his own bench is Parker Mangus. Looks for Ferguson in the corner, can't get it to him. Archibald does pick it up. It's bad spacing there for Homestead. Up top, Buck rubs the screen off Durnell. Tried to go baseline, nearly lost his footing. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ferguson, hesitation into a three, no good. Rebounded by Dial. Dial looks to push. Cross him over a couple times, flips it out to Young. Now up top, Phillips. Good ball movement near side, Causey. 5.5 on the clock. Tied up at 30 apiece. Young. Dial. And Sanders, a whistle. And 3-second call. That's the first one of the tournament called in game 11. 5:23 on the clock, 30-30. Ferguson, Causey, gambled, did Sanders, out left Mangus, went to the Euro step, good defense, somehow got it up off the glass and in. Homestead back with the lead, 32-30. Parker Mangus attacking the glass. Causey, and up on the top of the backboard, out of bounds. We'll go to Homestead, up by 2, 32-30. Causey with some full court pressure. Some guards have learned the hard way not to pressure Ferguson in the backcourt too tightly. Ferguson, nice dribble drive, can't get it. Knocked away from Young. Picked up by Sanders, now far side to Causey. Causey has Buck backing up. Goes glass, can't get it. And then off of Causey, great hustle. Will go Homestead's way. 4:40 on the clock, 2-point lead for the Spartans. Coach Chris Johnson calls out the play from the sideline. Mangus, here's this weave. Want to pop Ferguson out on the wing and then feed that Durnell down low. Skip pass, Archibald, the freshman for 3. No good, rebounded by Sanders, skied for that board. Phillips. 4:15 on the clock. Phillips probing the defense, kicks it to Dial. Dial can't get it to go. Falls down to Mangus with the board. Phillips into the passing lane with the steal, but Buck gets it back. Has Archibald with them. Pass fake, a late call, and a blocking foul on Dial. That will send Sam Buck to the line. Coach Rare in disbelief on the sideline, near side, in disbelief. 4 minutes on the clock. Sam Buck to the charity stripe. 101 tonight, 3 points. Front rim, no good. Misses on that front. Sam Buck. Nothing but net on that attempt. 3-point lead. Under 4 minutes left in the third. Young, far side Dial. Down low, Sanders, good turnaround, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Durnell. Ferguson looking to push. Durnell, good look to Buck. Buck left it to Durnell, who put it in. Durnell now with 9. And a 5-point edge for Homestead. 3:20 left in the third. Young for 3, need it, got it. Greg Young, first bucket of the second half, now with 21. Drains the 3, back within 2 is Wayne. Ferguson, nice glide, blocked from behind though from Causey. 3 minutes on the clock, 2-point lead for Homestead. Look for Mangus, now he's gonna pop it out to Durnell. Hand off to Ferguson. Mangus spins, lost his footing. Ferguson somehow got it. Nice look away pass to Archbold, who finishes. Nice look by Ferguson. 4-point edge now for Sparty. 2.5 left in the third. Causey. Guarded by Mangus, dribble drive baseline, stopped. Knocked away, gets his dribble back alive. Anthony Phillips, 3-ball. No good, Buck and Sanders battle. Buck does come down with it. 4-point lead, 2:15 on the clock. They want Durnell down low. Young did a good job pushing him out. Mangus goes baseline on the drive, blocked from behind. Phillips comes out with it. Good attack by Phillips. Not scared of the charge. Phillips takes it for his second bucket. 2-point deficit now for the Generals. Under 2 minutes. Durnell, near side Archbold. Ferguson up top, wide open 3-ball. Drains it. Ferguson with another bucket. Now with 15. That is the team high for Homestead. Phillips. Bounce pass to Sanders. Blocked by Buck. And the foul. Clock stopped with 1:19, 40-35 your score. That is Buck's third personal foul. Sanders to the line to shoot a pair. Sanders pulls within 4. His Generals. Mangus out. Raber in for Homestead. Back rim, no good. 1-2 that trip. Archbold with the rebound. Here's Ferguson. Behind the back, pulls up from 3. Can't get the roll. Durnell with the board. Can't get the putback, but there is Buck for the follow. 6-point edge now for Homestead. Young on the drive. Nice look for Young. 42-38. Young now with 23 points. That's a game high. 49 seconds on the clock. Ferguson in the paint. Goes with the right hand. Hung and is fouled. Jack Ferguson finishes through the contact and will head to the line for the 3-point opportunity. Ferguson now with 17. Ferguson looking to convert. He does. Phillips, he'll bring it up. Looks for Causey on the wing. Good look to Phillips. Phillips made a nice cut right to the cup, and they found him for the easy lay-in. 45-40. 16 seconds on the clock. Ferguson will dribble it down. Homestead wants the last shot here, obviously. Durnell from the right elbow. Faces up on Young. Dribble baseline, and the travel by Durnell. 1.6 on the clock, 45-40. Rhodes, he'll look to inbound to Young. 3-quarter court, good if it goes, and just short. So good quarter there for Homestead. Down by 2 at the break. They flip-flop it now up by 5. 45-40 at the end of 3. Homestead on top. We'll take a short break and join you for this fourth quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. One more quarter of action here in game number 11. Homestead up 45-40, down by 2 at half. Nice third quarter there by Jack Ferguson and company. Ferguson with 8 points there in the quarter. He has a team high 18. Young dropped in 5 in that third. Up now has 23.
General basketball.
So 8 minutes remaining. Wayne will look to inbound. The 1-2-2 zone for Homestead. Out of the quarter break. Causing confusion for Wayne. 3-ball from deep for Dial, no good. Just what Coach Chris Johnson wanted was the deep 3 attempted. Archbold brings it up. Goes to Raber, wanted Durnell, finds him. Young's done a good job on Durnell down low in the post. Ferguson, Durnell left alone for 3 on the pick and pop, no good. Rebounded by Marlowe, knocked away. Here's Phillips. Dial. Homestead stays in the zone. Down low, Young with Buck. Over Ferguson and Buck. Goes Young. 25 now for the sophomore. Having his coming out party here in the 2016 season. Defense just left Ferguson and he puts an easy little floater in. 47-42. 6.5 left in the game. Causey, 3, got it. Causey drains the triple, pulls within 2. Now with 5 points for Causey. Ferguson behind the back, over to Raber, and the 3 is answered by Grant Raber. 5-point edge now. And the answer, Causey, back-to-back 3s. Going back and forth. Here are the Generals and the Spartans, 50-48. Your score. Ferguson, Archibald, up top Raber. Buck on that far wing, has Durnell down low. Has a smaller Marlowe. Could have called a hooking foul on that one. He was called for one earlier in the game in the first half. This one not, it'll go against Wayne. On Marlowe. His first, team's third. 5:53 on the clock. Inbound. Durnell. Ferguson being guarded by Causey. Goes baseline, kicks it out. Sam Buck needs it. Got it. Sam Buck with the 3-ball. Been quiet from distance. Knocks that one down. Has 9 now. 53-48, 5.5 minutes left. Loser is done with the tournament. The winner will move on to play the number 3 seed Snyder Panthers. Young, crossover into the jumper, got it! Craig Young, straight filthy today for Wayne High School, now with 27. Here's Ferguson from deep. No good. Battle for the board. Durnell. And what do we got here? We got a timeout called by Homestead. with 4:50 on the clock. Chris Johnson wants to talk about it here.
I'd like to give a shout out to Wayndale Bandito, Wayndale Pizza Hut, PW Freeze, and Carlos Plaza.
So with the time running down here, we are going to go down to the wire. No question about it. 30-second timeout called on the floor. 27 points is the game high. That comes from Craig Young, the sophomore. Outstanding wide receiver as well. As the Wayne Generals in striking distance, down by 3 against this number 2 seeded Homestead Sparty. 4:50 on the clock. Raber, Buck, Durnell, Mengus, and Ferguson, your 5 for Homestead. For Wayne, Causey, Dial, Marlowe, Young, and Anthony Phillips. Ferguson, grab dribble, goes opposite side. Durnell, flash to the post, couldn't get it to him. Raber in the corner, Sam Buck, can he get back to back? He can't, boarded by Durnell, put back no good, and the rebound by Marlowe. 53-50, 4.5. Man-to-man defense now for Homestead. Floater is good. Dial with the floater, pulls his squad within 1, 53-52. You can feel it. Tension starting, the atmosphere is starting to thicken up here in Wayne High School, and Young will pick up the cheapie near side. That is the 4th team foul, that's his first. .401 on the clock. Mengus will look to inbound. No, they'll switch it out with Ferguson. 1 point advantage for Homestead. Ferguson inbound to Mengus. Dial nearly knocked it away. Sam Buck. Durnell, no one guarding him. Marlowe comes, kicks it out. Raber up top, Ferguson. Ferguson wants a screen, gets it. Marlowe hedges out. Ferguson should go right by Marlowe. He raises up though, no good. Dial tracks down the board. Wayne with a chance to take the lead. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Wayne 0-2 in the conference. Marlowe, Causey. Rebounded by Sam Buck. Now back to Ferguson. Ferguson, and it's a silly reach there on Causey, no need. That will be the 5th team foul on Wayne, his 2nd. And a timeout called by head coach Aaron Rear, a full timeout with 3:07 left in this contest. We'll take it with them. SummitCitySports.com is live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com is live. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. .303 left in the game. Leading scorer on the game is Craig Young with 27 points. Ferguson, the leading scorer for his Homestead Spartans with 20. 3:07 left. This official's more concerned with dress than anything else here. So Mangus look to inbound. Up by 1, 3:07 left. Finds Raber. Being guarded by Marlowe, now goes to Mangus. Rubs the screen off Durnell, finds Buck in the corner. Baseline dribble drive, hesitation, just enough to get it up and over Young. Sam Buck, nice move and finish. 55-52, 2:45 left. Dial, good flash from Young. Needs to go to work, turnaround jumper, got it. Craig Young continues to go to work for Wayne, now with 29. 1 point lead for Homestead. Mangus in the corner. Buck. Mangus leaves it to Raber up top. Buck, they swing it to Ferguson. 2:10 on the clock. Homestead, patience. 3-ball, Raber. Rush shot. Coach Chris Johnson shaking his head, not wanting that one. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. 1 point lead for Homestead. Archbold will check in on the next dead ball. Minute 50. Young faces up on Durnell. 17 feet. Spin and jumper, and the travel called on Craig Young. Turnover on Wayne, down by 1, 1:44 remaining. Here at Wayne High School, game number 11. Game number 5 of this Tuesday. Ferguson, he'll ease it up. Guarded by Phillips. And to the bucket, and a head check foul. So 1:29 left, that's the 16th foul, still one away from the 1-and-1. Mangus inbounds to Buck. He'll go to Archbold, along with Mangus, Ferguson, and Durnell. Archbold, 1:15 on the clock, dribble drive, kicks it out, Ferguson, and the offensive foul. Late call, Ferguson knocked down on the 3, but the offensive foul called first on Archibald. Heads back to Wayne, down by 1, 1:15 left, and a full timeout called by head coach Aaron Rehrer. Down by 1, each team with 3 timeouts apiece. So Wayne trying to pull the upset here at home. They are the host squad, taking on this number 2 seeded Homestead Spartan Club. Beat out Snyder for that 2 seed with the outstanding start to the season. Beated Huntington North, Marion, and Warsaw, just to name a few. Now up by 1 over the Wayne Generals, looking to pull out 2 wins here in this 2016 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. Craig Young, your leading scorer with 29 points. Ferguson has 24. Homestead. Coach Rehrer going over some last-minute instructions for his club. 3 timeouts apiece, as Coach Johnson having a last-minute word with Ferguson in his TPE trio. So on the floor for Wayne, Young, Dial, Sanders, Phillips, and Causey. For Homestead, Archbold, Ferguson, Mangus, Buck, and Durnell. Full court pressure. Need to get it in. Knocked away by Archbold, loose ball, and a jump. What do we got here? We have a jump ball. It will go to Homestead with 1:12 on the clock. Huge, huge turnover late in this game. .112 left. Buck had Mangus on the flash, Now Ferguson, 18-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by Sanders. Wayne with the chance to take the lead. 1:05 left. Phillips. Ferguson will pick up the foul. 13th foul on Homestead. That's Ferguson's second.
Team's third.
Inbound, Phillips. 56 seconds on the clock. Game number 11. Knocked away, and a huge steal from Brandon Durnell, then has the heads up to call the timeout. Nice play by the senior, Brandon Durnell. Gets the timeout and saves possession. 49.3 seconds left, 55-54. Coming down to the wire here at Wayne High School. Game number 11. Still one more game here for us tonight. Well, we will head to the girls' side, the number 2 seed Concordia Cadets, and they are fun to watch. They will take on the 7th seed Northrop Lady Bruins. Northrop coming off the win in the opening round against the 10th seed Northside Legends, 84-32. So while we have a chance, let you know tonight's broadcast and all broadcasts brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, big shout out to Sports Center Inc. Sports Center Inc. is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer, offering equipment rental, embroidery, and printing and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. Sports Center Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46804. Oh, out of the timeout. 1 point edge here for Homestead. 47 on the clock. Nice lead pass from Mangus. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson in the corner, Buck. Mangus, double team, Durnell, that was a dangerous pass. Buck, skip pass. Homestead playing keep away, then a foul on Phillips. That will be the 7th team foul, so Ferguson to the line for the 1 and bonus. That's who you want at the charity stripe. The senior, Jack Ferguson. 76% from the line on the season. Hits the front end. Ferguson now with 21. 2-point edge, make it a 3-point edge on both free throws. So Ferguson hits 2 big foul shots and nearly a steal by Mangus, but out of bounds. 32.7 seconds left. Wayne is down by 3. Inbounds. Here's Dial. Dial with Mangus on him. Dial trying to shape. 22 seconds. Archibald with the gamble. 3 ball. No good. That was for the tie and out of bounds off the hand of Mangus. Chris Johnson may want to foul here. They have 3 to give with 15.2 seconds left. Timeout called by head coach Rear. That's a full timeout. 57-54. Homestead on top of the Wayne Generals by 3. Time running out on the Wayne Generals, no doubt about it. Coach Aaron Rear going over some instructions as Coach Chris Johnson has his team huddled all standing, talking about what they want to do. I'm sure Chris Johnson's talking about fouling here. You definitely don't want to foul a 3-point shooter in the act, but up by 3, have fouls to give. You can kill some time with some fouls. if you're Homestead. Guarantee you that's what head coach Chris Johnson's talking about right now with his kids. As we are coming down to the wire at game number 11 of this 2016 Parkview Sports Medicine SAC Holiday Tournament. Two timeouts apiece. 15-2 on the clock. Homestead with the 3-point lead. Inbound Phillips, guarded by Ferguson, 12 on the clock. 10 on the clock. Young, and there's the foul. Smart play, and that's exactly what Coach Johnson was talking about in that huddle. They give a foul, just the 4th team foul on the Spartans. Will inbound underneath the basket for Wayne. Young pops out, now Phillips. 6 on the clock, double team, and the foul. They'll inbound on the sideline with 4.6 seconds left. That's the 5th team foul. And another timeout called by head coach Aaron Rear. "30-second timeout called by head coach Aaron Rear. Leading scorer on tonight, Craig Young, and Ferguson for Homestead with 22, but Young with 29, and Wayne trying to pull this upset, and that's without their leading scorer on the season. Talking about Giroux for Wayne. Averages nearly 13 and a half a game for Coach Rear. 57-54. Homestead on top. Coach Rear, last minute instructions. They need a 3-ball to tie it up. Homestead still with a foul to give. 4.6 seconds on the clock. Phillips will look to inbound on the sideline. Wanted Young. Has Dial. Causey. And a push. Was he shooting? Woo, that's a close one there. 3.4 seconds. All happened, it seemed like, all at the same time. With the foul called on the floor. And Coach Johnson wants a timeout to talk about the strategy here with 3.4 seconds remaining. Full timeout called by head coach Chris Johnson. Up by 3, 57-54. 2-point lead for Wayne at the half. Big quarter for Homestead at the end of 3. Now with a 3-point edge. And just a couple of seconds on the clock. SummitCitySports.com is live. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. None of this would be possible without Parkview Sports Medicine and, of course, Sports Center Inc. Sports Center Inc. is Fort Wayne's premier sporting goods dealer offering equipment rental, embroidery, and screen printing. Sports Center is ready and willing to help you place orders and or answer any questions concerning pricing. Sports Center Inc. is located at 5511 Coventry Lane, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46804. Wayne down by 3, looking to keep their tournament hopes alive. Tied up and forced in overtime with 3.4 seconds left. 16 fouls for Homestead. Could still give one up for a 1-and-1 and not give up the 3. That's what they choose to do. Dial, 2 on the clock, 3-ball. Almost in and out on the 3, and that will end it with your score. The Homestead Spartans win 57-54 of the host Wayne Generals. What a game for Wayne, something to build on against these Generals. They are a tough, tough squad. There's a reason they're number 2 seed here in this SAC Holiday Tournament. So Homestead will move on to play Snyder. 8:15 game tomorrow.
Homestead versus Snyder.
Homestead and Snyder live from Wayne High School, SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us here. We will pick it up as we get closer here to our last game of the day.